Welcome to Product-Led Growth Leaders. We have a really interesting guest today. It is Julia Draghici, and she is the founder of CPV One, CPV Labs. We'll capture from you the difference between those two. It's an ad tracking platform, and she has spent her career being a product manager and a web solutions manager, but today leads a product. So, Julia, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure being here.
Excellent, excellent. Likewise, let's start off by talking about what are you building?
Okay, we are building a SaaS, a software that it's CPV Lab originally. That's how we started it with CPV Lab. It's an ad tracking platform for performance marketers to track, to optimize their marketing campaigns, to test everything and get all the data in one place. It's a self-hosted solution, meaning that our users had to have a server hosting provider to install it. And then lately we launched CPV One. It does the same tracking, but it's updated as a cloud-hosted solution, and we take care of the hosting for it. So it does the same thing, tracking marketing campaigns, but it's in cloud, and the other one, it's self-hosted. We mainly decided to have them as two different products because there will be like differences between the features on the way as we grow. At the moment, they share mostly the same features, mostly some differences, small differences, but mostly the same features in terms of tracking methods, reports, and split testing and all that stuff.
Right.
But yeah.
Yes. Okay. So just to make sure that the audience fully understands, so the use case is I'm a company and I want to do marketing campaigns. And this could be just any type of marketing campaigns online. And the problem you're solving is that it's hard to track normally. And you've got a solution that makes that easier. Is that?
Yeah, you put it very simply, but yeah, that's just like a high level. Yes. We started as helping media buyers, affiliate marketers, because they run multiple campaigns using different traffic sources. And that's why they needed a tracker to track, because they use like tens of traffic sources, or they integrate with affiliate networks, which are like, I don't know, marketplaces where they pick the offers they want to promote. If you are like an affiliate marketing or media buyer and you are running paid campaigns just to drive traffic to some offers and you get a commission for that, you want to know how much money you spend on the traffic for those campaigns, and you also want to know how much money you make with the commission. So the tracker is in between those. So it gets data about the traffic. It tracks internally, provides metrics about how the visitor is interacting with your campaign, banner, landing page, and so on, like clicks, conversions, engagement, and all that, all those metrics that marketers love. And then integrates with the affiliate networks where they get the commission and they get like the full picture in one place. For marketing agencies, they mostly use like Facebook ads, Google ads, and those mainstream traffic sources. And also it's useful because they can share reports with the users, they can send conversions and optimize the campaigns with the traffic source. There are multiple benefits there for, so we have multiple ICPs, I would say. So it's the media buyer, affiliate media buyer, it's the marketing agencies, and there's the entrepreneur e-commerce site, which runs paid ads mostly on multiple channels, and he wants to optimize them and track them accurately all in one place. Like they don't want to go to Facebook ads to check the result for Facebook, to go to Google ads to check the Google ads reports or LinkedIn ads and so on. They'll see everything there. Because so we focused initially on affiliate media buyers. That's like our main niche, micro niche, I would say. And then marketing agencies. But lately, more businesses try to track their campaigns using a third-party system, mostly because they used to use Google Analytics, and they don't trust that anymore that much because there are differences in tracking methods there since Google Analytics 4. And so they need a single place of truth. something that is tracking the same things in the same way for all the channels. And plus, they can do multiple things. Yeah, sorry.
No, sorry. I'm sorry. I wanted to jump in and just because I didn't mention where you're from. You're out in Romania. And
Yes.
does being in a totally different region in Europe, are most of your clients in Europe or are they spread out across the world? Does region play any significance in how you launched and grow your business?
Well, good question. So yeah, no, we don't have actually many users in Romania. We started directly worldwide, I would say. We actually have most of our users are in US, 40%, I would say, are from US, and then they are from Asia, that part, Australia, Singapore, that part of the world. Also, there is from Europe as well, but not that many. Yeah, so when we launched the product, when the product was launched, it was launched because, so my partner, how we started, maybe I should start from there. So my partner was running, he's a developer mainly, and he was running some affiliate marketing campaigns with a marketer from US. And they worked together. And then they had all kinds of spreadsheets and they said, okay, we need to do something because this is time consuming for me, was my partner saying, because as I said, he doesn't like to do repetitive tasks. So he said, I will do something small to just incorporate all this stuff, all the data, and see it more beautifully. And they saw on forums that other people need that. And that's how it started. That's why they started worldwide directly.
Nico, and so that was going to be one of my questions is how you realized the specific need that you went for. And so it sounds like you guys did preliminary research and question asking online and saw that there was a need and you decided to go ahead and fill that need. And so your differentiator, it sounds it's the combining it into one place, the single pane of glass, as they say. Is that kind of the benefit of going with CPV?
A single place of truth for tracking, because we use we do the tracking ourselves. We provide tracking links and do the tracking inside the platform, but we also integrate with the ad platforms. So Google Ads, Facebook, we have 100 traffic sources integrated, and each of them has their own tokens, their own information that they provide. So the system was built somehow like to be flexible, to adapt to all this, to be able to integrate all these platforms, like I said, 100 or more actually. And then also to integrate the other platforms that are the affiliate networks, because that's how it was initially thought, like where you get the commission from. Of course, on that side, it can be like the e-commerce side, where they get like the conversion is happening. Where the conversion is happening, you need to place a pixel that tracks that conversion, right? So that's how it works. And what we do, we track all that. So we track the visitor when he clicks on the ad, what it does on the landing page, and also the conversion further on the funnel path. When the conversion is happening on the client side, right, they place a pixel there, or if it's a network, they have a postback URL that it's calling like server to server, and then send us the conversion to our system. And with that information, you have the whole picture of your funnel, of your marketing campaign, right? From the ad to the conversion, you see what's converting, how many, and then you can send those conversion back to the traffic source to optimize the attribution. So it's a full cycle, I would say.
Okay. And so, Julia, in terms of your product being able to spread among the target users, how deliberate is your PLG motion? So everyone wants to be able to have the product be so good that it speaks for itself. And I'm sure you guys are capturing some of that. How much of that for you guys is it there today?
I don't think it's there. I think we still have, it's our goal to be there, to be self-service, and people to use it by themselves, and the product to just recommend itself. But being a more technical product, it's not, people need to set up campaigns, and there are different kinds of setup of campaigns. And even though initially, like the initial setup screen was simple, but then we added features. We added features because we talked with the customers and they asked for that and for that. And at some point, a simple page, it's like very crowded now because it has filters, it has data pickers, it has all kind of things. And being a reporting application, because there are a lot of data there, like a lot of columns, a lot of reports, a lot of filters, a lot of data to manage, to export. And being that type of application, it's hard to make it like beautiful and shiny. And so at some point, we had to just step back, look at it, and do some updates on design. And now I think it's again one of those points when we need again to step back because we added again for a few years features. And now we are in the point where I think things can be overwhelming for some new users, that if they are new marketers and they are not that familiar. You have a checkbox to, I don't know, capture data options for mobile devices. I want to capture ICP carrier. I want to capture geolocation. I want to capture different things, different checks that fill the pages and the application itself. So in terms of onboarding, I would say, we are still, for some users, they still need help, but most of them, we try to provide tutorials, we try to provide like onboarding steps, and we did progress in the area, but I wouldn't say that we are there on that part, at least on the product being self-serve easily for new marketers. For advanced, yeah, they are familiar with campaigns, they know what each option, it's same terminology, but put it differently, I would say. So they are more familiar with that.
Most businesses out there can relate to you and
I
relate to
think
that
so,
trouble,
yeah.
because I've worked with a lot of startups and it's very easy to say that, oh yeah, we'll just be a simple tool. But as soon as those features start rolling in and you're building them, it's just a different story. And it's so hard to stay on top of it.
Exactly. I think that's what happened to us, actually, yes.
Yeah. And so today, you have an ops team that onboards some of your clients, or is it that people are able to make it through, but it's just harder than you want it to be?
People are just coming on board by themselves, but we also have on-demand calls if they want a demo or they want a specific setup if they have a difficult funnel or something like that. And we provide them with that. And I like doing some of those calls or watching them done by my colleagues, because I think we learn a lot of how they are using the application and from their questions and the difficulties they have. Actually, I think, I don't know, in the last 2 or 3 years, 75% of our features were like that developed. They specified some things they want, or, oh, that doesn't look good. That doesn't make sense there. Because even though we have a marketing team, somebody testing and running campaigns and doing that, it's difficult to like satisfy everybody first. And then to make it that easy, having so many options, it's difficult to make it very easy to access, easy to work with, because there are so many options. How to put them?
Yeah. So
I'm
it's just, no.
sorry. I wanted to say that I'm a software developer, basically studying software development and economics, and I switched to business analyst a long time ago. And when I did that switch, I saw the difference, because when I was working as a software development, you check the task and you say, okay, create a page, create a report, do that, but you don't see the whole picture of the business. But when you work with the business, you try to make things easier for the business because you understand better what the business needs. And so when I did that switch back then, I had the aha moment. Oh, that's why I was doing those screens, because I didn't understand exactly why that marketing agency was needing those type of screens until I switched and I was talking with them like from business side to understand. And then that's how, working on that area for a couple of years, I understood better that it's very important to make them easy to I don't know, to reach to features. Yeah, but it's also very hard when you have so many.
Yeah, so then in terms of the strategic decisions that you guys have made, one of them appears to be that split between the two products. It sounds like you started off with one product and it was CPV,
Yeah.
and you split that into two products. How successful has that been for you? And does it end up just working strongly in your favor to have the pair of products?
So we started with CPV Lab as a self-hosted because the need at the moment was for security and privacy in campaigns. Affiliate media buyers were like concerned about others stealing the winning campaigns. When you find a winning campaign, a winning product, a winning combination, you want to scale it. And you don't want that to be like reproduced by others. That was like a few years back. And
Is that others in
then
the same organization? I'm so sorry. I just wanted a clarification. Others in the same organization, or how would other people
worldwide.
be able to steal it? Okay.
For example, yeah, they were afraid initially if they share and if they use a tracker that it's owned by us, we could steal their campaigns and share them with others. There was like a paranoia thing. But then there was appearing spy tools on the market. And now everybody can use a spy tool. So the concern is less important if they find the winning combination now. Plus,
So,
yeah, you continue.
no, just a quick question. How do they find it? So they build the campaign. Is it through the nature of the tracking pixel? Are people reverse engineering the
The spy
tracking side of
tools
things? Yeah. How
don't
would
work
someone
like that.
steal?
The spy tools track traffic from different traffic sources and they see which one are mostly delivered. And yeah, they have their own mechanism.
Okay, so the split made sense, and it was a split based upon, I guess, different marketing messages or different areas of
Marketing
functionality that
messages,
made
not
sense.
so much. So when we started, as I said, they needed hosting for CPV Lab, and they came up with a lot of questions on support, and we tried to provide a very good. That's something we really try to do. Talk a lot with our users, and they came with a lot of questions about how to install. Of course, we did the installation for them, but it was a lot of workload. That one thing. And then they were like not so technical people that were like abandoning our product because, oh, it's too technical, too difficult. I want something easier. Just set up it for me. And it's, of course, logic, right? Because they are marketers, not technical. So we decided to do this switch. It was a lot of development involved there to prepare the infrastructure and prepare the application because there were updates. You don't just take the application and put it in cloud and that's it. It's a lot of work. And we decided to split it as two products because that was a lot of thinking there. If we went ahead with the brand, because CPV Lab was already known, we could have gone with it and say, okay, it has self-hosted and cloud-based. You just pick what you want. But at some point in the future, our vision is to add some automations and things like that in multiple AI, since it's the trend right now, things to the cloud-based solution. On the self-hosted, it's much difficult to do that because it's hosted on the server of the user. So we don't have access to that data, so we don't have the option to train any model with it. So we are limited with the self-hosted solution. With the cloud-based solution, we have statistics, we have reports that we can use to feed a model. And that's how we can help them, give them automatically optimize their campaigns if they choose to. That's the goal, I would say. And that was the thinking on creating two products. And we created two products because at some point there would be big differences between them. At the moment, there are not so many differences in tracking, but in reporting, there will be differences and in functionalities.
Now, today, how are you and your team able to balance the needs between sort of short-term needs and the long-term vision? Because I'm hearing with all startups, you have that kind of long-term vision, you have the North Star of this is where we're trying to get, but at the same time, you have to constantly, we need this feature and this thing, all of that stuff, and they detract from each other. Are there things today that you're doing to balance that, or what is that experience like?
Oh, it's a marathon. It's a constant. We continuously prioritize. That's one thing that is I found it very difficult when I started as a founder, to learn how to prioritize and see which thing we need to do this month, this, I don't know, quarter, and then further on this year and so on. Of course,
Yeah.
everything related to our customers is top priority. So we have these two main things that guide us when we prioritize, I would say. So if it's about customer related questions or problems they have or things that they have difficulties, we put it on number one priority. And then if it's something that a new channel or new idea or something that will bring us revenue, like bringing us revenue as fast as possible, it's also on the top priority. Then the rest, because
Right.
when we try to guide us, we are bootstrapped, so we try to bring revenue for us to sustain us and sustain our development. And then also customers are important, because our customers are one of our very important channels of bringing new users in, because they recommend us. I would say that, of course, we are in affiliate marketing from the beginning. And from the beginning, we had a referral program in place that we promoted, I would say, with our users. Every user gets his own link, and they can use that referral link to recommend us to others. And that's one of our important channels, I would say, because it's still in place. People still recommend us. We still get referral program. Of course, we provide a commission to our users for that, but as a thank you, of course. But it's still nice to see, oh, that guy recommended me to you, and it feels nice to hear that.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's wrap up by talking about the success. And people are recommending your product, they're using it. To the happy users, or from the happy users, what are they saying about why they're picking CPV over the other options out there?
Customer support is one of the things they recommend us. I would say, yeah, probably that's why we focus so much on customer support to provide it. Customer support, also good tracking. It's not blocked by ad blockers. It provides split testing functionality. Now CPV One, it's a Google certified click tracker as well, which also it's a plus, because it's one of the few in this business that are approved as a click trackers, certified. So these are just a few. And when you have a demo call and they say, oh, I didn't know you can do that. Oh, that's amazing. And those are like the best recommendation, the best. It feels so nice when they say that. Of course, they will say, oh, you don't have that yet. Yeah, but it's on our development list. Yeah, but when it will be ready? Tomorrow? Yesterday? No, it's not yesterday. It will be when it will be ready. Yeah, we need to prioritize, but they want it fast and they want it yesterday, of course. And cheap, if they can be that.
Of course, as always. And so this is very exciting because we're catching you at the earlier part of the journey. So years from now, when you're extra successful, we can bring you back onto the show and talk about how you got there. But yeah, so it sounds like today you guys are doing great. People are recommending you because the great customer support, the good tracking, not being blocked in a demo as well. So this sounds very exciting, Julia. So thank you for sharing this stuff with us, and good luck, and glad to have you on the show.
Thank you. Thank you. It was very nice. Of course, I would like to talk again in 1 year, I would say. I'm sure it will be a different talk.
That sounds great. Let's do it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you.